Hey, Knicks Nation, how you doing? This is Sincere from Sincere Knicks Fan 34. How are you doing? Oh, man, I'm excited because we just finished watching this Miami Heat game. New York Knicks defeated the Miami Heat 132 to 125. My goodness. Man, Jalen Brunson, man, put on a spectacular show. My man dropped 47 points out there tonight. 47 points, 8 assists, 0 turnovers, my people. 0 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? I know it's real easy to look and be like, oh man, he must have been ball hogging the whole time. But realistically, we had 5 players in double figures. 5. All right? So his 47 points not only was what helped us to clinch this whole thing, but the Knicks were still sharing the ball. They was truly still sharing the ball. Looking at the game, you know what I'm saying, just giving out the stats so you know what it is, you know what I'm saying. I give my opinion, but my facts to speak for itself, you know what I mean? So, New York Knicks field goal percentage, 55% to 47% of the Miami Heat. 3-point percentage, New York Knicks 52% from behind the arc, Miami Heat 48%. It's been a very high efficient game. Very high efficient game, right? The New York Knicks 85% as a team from the free throw line compared to the Miami Heat with 74% from the free throw line. Let me also put out there Mitchell Robinson. My dude came through 100% from the free throw line, people. 100% from the from the free throw line. From the free throw line, 100%. My dude was putting in work. You know what I'm saying? I'm mentioning Mitchell Robinson because he only had 9 points, but those 9 points was very impactful because teams was intentionally trying to foul him for the longest, and that didn't work, not even a little bit. So our New York Knicks, as a team, 85% from the free throw line, and Mitchell Robinson was 100%. I will take that every night. You know what I'm saying? And Mitchell Robinson's actually looking quite comfortable taking these shots. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not expecting this man to be shooting 75% or better or nothing like that. But he has been shooting consistently for the last 2 games. So apparently Mitchell Robinson was giving a lot of credit to his shooting coach. So clearly he's been putting in the work. So shout out to Mitchell Robinson for that. It may not have been big numbers, but they were impactful numbers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mitchell Robinson. 4 offensive rebounds as a team compared to Miami's 12. That's not usually how we do it, but we're going to keep the thing moving. Defensive rebounds, 32 defensive rebounds for the New York Knicks versus Miami's 33. So we actually got out-rebounded. The New York Knicks had a grand total of 36 rebounds to Miami's 45. The Knicks had 28 assists to Miami's 26. So 28 to 26, Knicks favor. The Knicks had 7 steals versus Miami's 5. And we've had 3 blocks versus Miami's 1. And once again, our New York Knicks only had 12 turnovers compared to Miami's 11. Now, the thing is, even though we didn't have a lot of turnovers, we did foul a lot. And I'm going to be honest with you, there were a number of foul calls that I just did not agree with a lot. There was even a couple of calls I was just like, why is this taking so long? You know what I'm saying? Like I to the point I myself felt like a referee's actually trying to make this a closer game, and I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks overall did very well. We started off rough. We started off lethargic. We started off reckless, making silly turnovers. Deflections was out there. Miami was playing defense. You know Miami's always going to play defense. You know what I'm saying? I give credit where credit's due. Miami plays defense. They're a tough team to play against in the regular season and in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people don't sleep on the Miami Heat. And that's coming from a true Knicks fan, right? But the idea basically was like our New York Knicks, we were not clicking on all cylinders when we was playing in that, especially in the first and second quarter. We started ramping it up coming into the second, at the later portion of the second, and into the third. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart, man, he hit a 3-point shot for real. That was like, good God, boy. He took that shot like you were practicing for that bad boy. He made it. It was a last second kind of shot, but it went in. But like the whole game, both teams were shooting so efficiently, and it really came down to who was shooting the most efficient, and that was the Knicks. The Knicks really did their thing. Brunson did his thing as he normally does in the clutch, and there were plenty of clutch moments in that game where Brunson was just knocking down shots, shot after shot, just taking them and making them. So, I'm going to be honest, as it stands right now, in my personal opinion, even if he was not a Knick, I would vote for him to be clutch player of the year. Just going to tell you right off the rip right now. So, so Brunson, 47 points, 8 assists, 0 turnovers. Josh Hart, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, right? And we needed all 10 of those rebounds. We really did. Bridges had 24 points, which was wonderful. But like I said, Mitchell Robinson, he really was the cherry on top because he had the 9 points. But it was the three free throws that he hit back to back to back that he just kept knocking them down. And you saw that he had the confidence when he went to the line. He took them and made them. That was very, very, very beautiful to see. You know what I'm saying? Again, it still has some sloppiness, and I'm not sure if the sloppiness is just due to just being tired or fatigued. I'm not making excuses for it because let's be honest, at the end of the day, we still got the win, right? We still got the win. And that's what's most important to me. But you know what I'm saying, like people shots like that shots that normally would drop, they were still kind of struggling, you know what I'm saying? People who usually would take and make the shots that they taken and making, it just wasn't going as normal. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of odd. I mean, like just like Mitchell Robinson, like the days that OG Anunoby wasn't the most efficient player was the same day that Khalil Ware and Mitchell Robinson are knocking down free throws and 3-point shots like it was nothing. I think Khalil Ware hit like 5, 6 3-pointers, like you know what I'm saying, in the game. Like he was like 5 or 6 or 6 or 7, something like that. It was crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying? He was giving the Knicks fits tonight, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we won. It was a really good game. It was a scrappy game. It was a real competitive, had a playoff feel. And I like that. I'm not gonna hold this too long because I was just talking to my brother-in-law just the other night, and I was talking about something that I don't think many people really think about, and I'm just throwing this out there because hey, we already won against Miami. Nothing else to say. All right, so the idea basically is I've been talking to my brother-in-law and others, just in overall conversations about the Knicks. And I was explaining that, Diawara, and I said this from the very beginning before the season even began, I was like, there's a chemistry that Diawara has with Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, OG Anunoby. Yeah, there seems to be a real great defensive chemistry that they have, right? And I want to say Mitchell Robinson as well. And I was talking to someone about the idea. It was like, I expect a trade to be happening this season or just before the beginning of next season. And the reason why I say that is because I truly believe that Kolek has been put out there to showcase his ball handling, his dribbling, his passing, his vision. And they're going to be evaluating him, whether they're going to keep him or trade him, is what I believe is what's going on. I think they already have a trade partner for Daddier. That's what I truly believe. Now, whether it's going to be two of them going to the same team or different teams remains to be seen. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because, number one, they want to stay under the second apron. That's number one. Number two is they want to give themselves the flexibility to find if there's any free agents or anybody who could be taken off of waiver if trades do unfold. So they want to try to open up another roster spot, in my opinion. They want to have that flexibility. And the third one is the New York Knicks have a player in the G League that realistically should be having a straight up, contract. And that player is Dink Pate. Dink Pate is killing it in the G League, right? Killing it, right? So I would expect that the New York Knicks are trying to make roster moves to see if they can make space to bring in Dink Pate. I really do believe that. Now, whether that's going to be the end of this season, which is what I was thinking originally, because he was a quiet storm that no one was really seeing coming, And players and coaches all around have been watching video of this young man in the G League. They saw him in the summer league. His potential was already through the roof. A 6'8" point guard, with the small forward skills, with the small forward size, and a true point guard body and a true point guard mindset. His only weaknesses really were that he didn't quite have the strength yet, and his 3-point shot was questionable. That's not really a question no more. He's been getting better every game. He's been getting better since summer league. So teams know that he is that good. He could be special. You know what I'm saying? 6'8" point guard, a real point guard, and imagine him playing with Brunson. Imagine that for a moment. The deflections, the defensive acumen, the shooting touch, the playmaking, right? All these different things. This can be a real thing. So I'm putting it out there. Y'all can come at me. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But I am expecting either Yabusele to be traded, Dadier to be traded for sure, and potentially Kolek if they feel that he might be ready to come in and participate and provide some type of extra. You know what I'm saying? Because like the two best players that have not been playing, in my opinion, are Diawara and Dink Pate. But Diawara's been stepping up. His minutes have been increasing. If you've noticed, Diawara, his minutes have been increasing with the regular squad, and Dink Pate has just been balling in G League. So don't be surprised if that actually does occur. You know what I'm saying? So I might be talking more about that in the future, but we'll see. But the important part is my New York Knicks, we done beat Miami. So I'm happy. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep that thing moving. So the deal is this. If you haven't already, please share, like, subscribe, right? We're trying to get up to 100. You know what I'm saying? I know 71% of y'all have yet to subscribe. I know y'all watching me, so let's make this thing happen, all right? So please do subscribe. Please do share. Please do like. Please put them comments out there. Let's make this thing happen, all right? Talk to y'all next time. Yo, let's get it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.